Hi, Psych 105 students. Welcome to Abnormal Psychology. I'm your instructor, Erin Black, and I am excited to be teaching you guys about abnormal psychology and all the aspects of psychological disorders, mental illness, classification of mental disorders, psychological disorders, and um, treatment and all the fun things we're going to be talking about related to abnormal psychology. So I've created this video to kind of help walk you through um, how to navigate this course and so that you can see what there is to expect in the course and how to get through Canvas and to your assignments, how to see your grades, how to find the syllabus, and how to find information on how to contact me and all that good stuff. So usually this will take me, I'm going to estimate it's going to take about 15 minutes for this video to get through and show you all of that, how to navigate the course so you'll be on your way. But of course, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. The best way to reach me, as we'll talk about in a second, is via email, and I'll talk about all that. But I also have office hours that I encourage you to stop by and say hi and talk to me if you have any concerns or questions. So let's get started. This is what Canvas looks like for you when you open up our course. And so you'll see right here, it says, welcome to Abnormal Psychology. This is the first module. It's a kind of a group of pages that you'll see there that we refer to as a module. There are additional modules that will open up each week, and those have your assignments and reading materials and quizzes and lecture videos and discussions and all of that. So I'm going to teach you kind of how to navigate through all of this. So as you see on this home page, this is the first place that you arrive when you click on our course from the tiles that you see in Canvas. And you see this home right here, which tells you that you are on the home page. You'll notice over here to the side, you'll see a to-do list. I want you to pay attention to that because all of your assignments, as well as all the reading requirements, everything that I ask you to do in this course is going to be here in the here on the home page, but under this to-do list. So stay in touch. You're going to be checking in with Canvas all the time. I encourage you to pay attention to this to-do list. So the first thing that you're going to pay attention to here in this first module is the welcome, and it says start here. So you can go ahead and click on that, and you'll see on there kind of an introduction. You'll see my picture. You'll see, welcome to Abnormal Psychology, all the information, and you'll find this video. And so hopefully you found it here and you know how to kind of get to this point, and I'm going to walk you through the next parts of it. So when you're in Canvas and you're in our course and you've gotten here to this welcome start here page, the next page, like you're flipping through a book, will be found right here, and it says next. You just click that next button. You can find that next page by clicking the next button, or you can go back to the home page where it has all the modules, and you can click into each of the pages. However, you can flip right to them. You don't have to go through them sequentially like that through clicking the next button. But I encourage you, as you go through this course, to go through each of the modules kind of with the next button, going from page to page, because it'll make a lot more sense. And there are materials that I have presented on one page that are going to help you with the next page. So it's just helpful if you go through it that way. So we'll go through it right now for the demonstration by using that next button. So excuse me. So we started here with me introducing myself. The next page is how to contact me. It's going to be really important for you to know how to get in touch with me if you need to. If you have any questions or if you have concerns or whatever, there's a lot of resources out here for you. One of them, of course, is me. And so the best way to get a hold of me is through the Canvas email, the Canvas inbox, or you can, which is right over here, or you can do your own email. I prefer that you email me through Canvas because it will tell me your section number and course that you're in, and I do teach a lot of classes, so it's hard for me to remember which student is in which section. And if I'm trying to look for your assignments or look for your grade, if you're asking about things like that, it's just helpful if you email me from Canvas because that's already populated in your email. But if you would like to email me from another email, that's fine too. My email address is blacke@mjc.edu, and you can email me there. Just make sure you include which course you're in and which section you're in. Excuse me. So another way to get a hold of me and is through Zoom, and I will be keeping office hours online Mondays and Thursdays. So you can hop onto Zoom. Here's the Zoom meeting ID number. Hop onto Zoom and see me on Mondays between 12 noon and 3 p.m. And then also I'll be available on Thursdays between 10 a.m. and 12. So anyway, I'd love to see you on there. I love to be able to put a face with a name, get to talk to you. Just to even say hi is helpful for me, because when I'm, answering your emails later or whatever, I know who you are that way. So I encourage you to come by anytime you have any questions about an assignment, or if you just find something you're interested in and you want to talk about it, as you're reading, whatever. Love to see you. So that's when I'm available on Zoom. That's a great way to get a hold of me as well. You can call me and leave me a voicemail, and then I can return your call that way as well. It's up to you. So those are the ways to get a hold of me. There's ways to get a hold of your peers. We have the discussion cafe in our modules. There's a discussion that's just open for you guys to ask each other questions. So check that out. Make sure you subscribe to that so that you can see and are notified if people ask questions. I will be contacting you regularly. So I will be sending out announcements just to remind you about assignments or give you information on possibly any extra credit assignment or opportunities that may come up, which are very rare, but happen occasionally, but just things I want you to be aware of or remind you about. If anything changes in my office hours, all of that, I will be posting that in an announcement on Canvas. So you can get notified of the announcement by making sure in your settings, on your course settings, that you say that you want your announcements to go to your email, and make sure that you're checking your email regularly. So let's see if I can, there's that next button. So we'll go to the next page here. How to be successful in the course. So the required materials, you will have for this class an online textbook, and that will include access to the Achieve, Read, and Practice program. So when you purchase your textbook, it has to be purchased online, or you can purchase the access through the bookstore. But it has to have the Achieve, Read, and Practice access. So when you buy that, it includes an electronic copy of the textbook. If you want a hard copy, this is what the textbook, this is the 10th edition of the textbook. This is what the textbook looks like. If you want a hard copy, you can order that too. You don't, it's not required. What is required is the Achieve, Read, and Practice access. So all the instructions for how to get that are here on this page of how to be successful, the materials required. Our course ID that you'll find Macmillan will ask for is here, listed here. There's instructions for how to do all that. Make sure you're using our class, our spring 2022 course ID number. So you need to have a good computer with good access, or if you're using your phone, just make sure you have reliable internet access. That's essential for an online course. If you need any assistance with that or help, I'll let you know that there are some things that are available through MJC that you can access to help you have access to reliable internet and reliable computers and so on. So there can sometimes be resources available for that. So I'll make sure that you have that information in the next couple pages. Our syllabus is available here on this page where it says how to be successful, the materials required, and the syllabus. You can see that here. It lists, and I want you to read all of that. It's really important. It talks about our class policies as well as what we're doing for the semester. You can find out about our grading. All of that is listed here. And so this here in the syllabus, you can see the chapters that we're reading and also the subjects, when your projects are going to be due, and when the final exam is, and all of that. So in this class, there are going to be 3 tests, and then there is one final test. And the final test consists of questions that you will be creating in your final project. And so we'll talk more about that later in the semester. The grading is weighted based on the type of assignments. So you're going to have some read and practice assignments that make up 15% of your points. You're going to have 2 big projects, the mental health in the movies assignment, which is an essay that you'll write. And then you're also going to have a group project, which is the fractured fairy tales, the abnormal fairy tales project that you'll be doing in groups. Those 2 projects make up 20% of your grade. Then you have Canvas assignments and discussions and quizzes on the lectures and lectures that you'll be watching. All of those make up 30% of your grade. And then the final 35% of your grade consists of the 4 tests, which include the 3 tests over the material throughout the semester, and then also the final. The final that I mentioned already. So keep in mind that attendance in the class is really important. It's really important that you're logging in and actively participating in the course. If you miss 7 assignments, any 7 assignments for any reason at all, you will be dropped from the course for lack of participation. So it's really important that you're doing your assignments and you're logging in. If I don't see you and you haven't logged in to the course, because I can see how often you're participating, you will be dropped from the course. Your assignments must be turned in on time as well. Late assignments are not accepted. Students will occasionally contact me ahead of time if they have something that they know in advance that they may need some extra time. And in those cases, sometimes I'll make exceptions to that, just depending on the situation. I expect you guys to be honest in this class. That means not using work that you've written or done from another class and submitting it to this class. Not using anyone else's work and claiming that it's your own. Not getting answers to tests online or elsewhere. Making sure that you're being honest. If you're not being honest in this course, if you're found to be dishonest, you will be submitted to the student conduct office, and you will receive zeros on your assignments that you've submitted that I find where there's been some dishonesty. It's just in your best interest. I mean, you're paying to be here. You're in college now. You're trying to, do your best work and move forward in your life. And so I think most of you, that's your goal. And I applaud that and support that. And I think that aligns with being honest in the class. So I encourage you to read over this policy so that you don't find yourself even on an accident plagiarizing or somehow getting caught doing that. So those of you students who are registered with the MJC Disability Services and you have any accommodations or arrangements that need to be made, make sure you let me know of that as soon as possible. Okay, next page. Here are the guidelines for how much time is required in this course. This course is going to take you at least 10 hours a week. So plan on setting aside at least 10 hours if you want to get a good grade and participate well in the class. The rules about netiquette, or in other words, the etiquette of being online in a course, are here as well. I want you to review those. So you're going to go back, of course, and read all of these. I'm highlighting them for you now. Here's where you can find help. These are the most accurate and current tabs you can see for health services, disability, tutoring, discrimination concerns, any tech support, Canvas help. All of the information is here, so you can find it in these tabs. Finally, Canvas help. If you've already navigated this far, you're probably doing okay, but if you want to help learning how to find out where your grades are, check on here. There's a tutorial for you. So you will have to complete a quiz on the syllabus and this introduction. So you have to complete that quiz in order to move on to the next module for it to be open for you. So the module will open up here. We'll look at it again here on this modules page. This module will be open for you on the first day of school. And which it says right there January 12th, but I'm going to see about changing that. It should be January 10th. And if you have any questions, I look forward to hearing from you either via email or in my Zoom office hours. And I wish you the best as you start the semester. I look forward to working with you. I think you're going to really enjoy the material, and talk to you soon.